Whew. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's your brother Asif here, in the dungeon that I call my garage. Another workout. Today I'm doing back. Done most of my workout now. Just finishing off with the mother of all back exercises. Well, one of the mothers, or you can say the father, because you can say maybe the other one is rowing or pull-ups. But the deadlifts. Some people may argue and say deadlift is not just solely for the back, which they're right. It does involve a lot of muscle groups from the hamstring, glutes, trapezius, your lower back where you got your kind of lower muscles in the lower section. So it's quite an overall compound movement, which is really good in that respect. And I have to admit myself that I've kind of maybe over the years kind of not fearful but neglected to some degree because of the work that's required in it. It does drain you, it's quite taxing on you. Sometimes you want to get in and out of the workout, you want to do things that you can do quick and not have to rest as much. But with this particular movement here, rest is important if you are trying to develop some strength and power, which is what I'm trying to do today. Again, I am restricted with the amount of weight that I have, so I've got to use what I have effectively and intensify those repetitions. So for me, it's not just pure kind of smashing out reps, but rather it's more controlled intensity. I'm trying to get the maximum out of the movement. So from the bottom to the top, I'm trying to think about what I want to engage: my gluteus maximus muscles, my back, my hamstrings, my back, my trapezius, my lower back when I get to the top. So those I need to think about, and I need to make sure they're engaged throughout the movement. I don't want to talk for ages, but a few things just to bear in mind when you're deadlifting. It can be a high risk exercise if it's not performed correctly. So I would always advise people that when you're doing this movement, don't focus so much on the lifting of the weights. Focus on your form. If you can perfect and execute your form accurately, precisely, the weights will come and the lifts will increase with time. But if you start to get sloppy and loose on your form, it could be detrimental. I mean, it could be detrimental just doing the movement even in perfect form, given the nature of the movement. People are known to get injured, but the idea is that you try to perfect that movement as much as you can, so you limit the chances of getting injured. That's the point I'm trying to make. Use a belt if you need to. I also sometimes use wrist straps to reinforce my grip, but lately I'm trying to go without the wrist straps so I can try to build some grip strength myself. Anyway, without any further ado, I know I've talked a little bit. I'll just demonstrate the movement itself. So I've put a reasonable amount of weight on it that I have, and I'm going to do as many reps as I can. You can I'll leave the counting to you on there, and I'll do what I can do with the movement. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Whew. That was good. I do advise that if you get to the point where you start to see stars, maybe it's a thought for you to think about stopping, because you're at a stage where your body's maybe not taking enough oxygen into the lungs to go to the brain, hence you get this dizziness and fatigue kicks in. It's a taxing movement. I am doing it last in my workout. It's the last movement I'm doing. It was good. The weight felt good. I mean, the cast iron plates make a massive difference. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the material that makes a difference, but to me 20 kg cast iron plate and your normal gym plates that might be rubber, you know, I don't find they're the same in terms of feel. Surely they are in terms of weight, but in terms of the way they feel when you move them, there's something about the cast iron you can't sort of beat. That solid steel feeling, iron feeling of moving that iron. So that was my last movement there. I tried to isolate my lower back at the top of the movement. When I get to the top, I try to contract what I'm doing, and I take it down. I try to keep the bar as closest to my legs as possible, going down, and keep my back as erect as possible and my head straight as possible, because it's important. Your posture's very critical. You want this to enhance your posture, not to damage your posture, which can affect your spine, your lower lumbar region over there. That's not what you want to do. You want to use a deadlift to enhance your skeletal structure, to reinforce that skeletal structure. So people may argue and say deadlifts are bad for you, they're bad for your structure, they're bad for your back. It's all about how you execute them. It's all about how ergonomically you position your body and how you move that weight. Because what you may find is that the movement can actually enhance and strengthen your structure, the way your whole body kind of sits. That's what I feel right now. My lower back is pumped, you know, my chest is kind of like, you know, inflated, and my back is feeling very tight. So I know I've executed it in the correct manner, and I've had the right effect from it. So your brothers and sisters, this is your brother Asif here in his garage, which I call the dungeon, doing some deadlifting. If you like what I'm doing here, you're enjoying the feedback, I know I can talk a little bit too much, but if you're enjoying some of my comments, please say so. If you'd like to see more, what would you like to see? Any recommendations, any suggestions, any comments would be much appreciated. Assalamu alaikum.